Hi, this is the second in a month-long series with the theme Love and Entrepreneurship. Last week I talked about I talked about working with your other significant other. Today I'll share some thoughts about when you're the entrepreneur, but your significant other is not involved in your business. The next 2 weeks I'll be expanding this definition of love and have posts that singles can love too. This idea of working on your business, but your significant other not being involved in it, this is something I've never experienced personally. So I did some research. And this that I'm sharing with you comes from that research and some ideas. So as I mentioned last week, being an entrepreneur is hard work. We all know this. Didn't have to do research to find this out. It takes lots of effort and dedication, especially when you're first starting. There are often late nights and early mornings and overloads of stress. Plus, if you're a mission-driven entrepreneur, you have this all-important mission behind you that's really, really important, not just to you, but to all the people who will benefit from your endeavor, including future generations. So being an entrepreneur is hard. And then when the entrepreneur goes through the process of starting and growing a business, so does their significant other, which because significant other is such a long word, I'm going to abbreviate it as SO for the rest of this thing because it's a tongue twister sometimes to say significant other. So I'm going to call them your SO. Even when the SO is not involved in the business, they still go through what the entrepreneur is going through. The SO has to deal with disrupted sleeping schedules and the stress too. It can be really frustrating for the SO who wants to comfort and make everything okay, but doesn't know how and probably can't change the circumstances anyway. At the same time as wanting to be comforting, the SO also wants some attention and can feel like the business takes first place rather than the relationship. For the mission-driven entrepreneurs SO, there's the added competition for attention with the mission. It can feel really conflicting to want quality time with the entrepreneur when you're taking him or her away from the impact he or she is trying to achieve. The SO often gives up a lot to help the entrepreneurial one succeed. Vacations, time spent together, all kinds of things. And when the entrepreneur goes through failure or, is still in the really beginning startup phases, pre-revenue or however you want to call it, it's the SO who has to pick up extra income or figure out how to feed the family with less money. Being an entrepreneur's SO isn't for the faint of heart. As the entrepreneur reading this on the transcript or seeing this video, you get to be the one who in part, you get to be who you are because of your SO. Maybe your SO is missing out on activities. Maybe your SO is doing a dead-end job to make money while you're pursuing your venture. Everybody's focus is usually on you, the entrepreneur. You're in the spotlight. We're in the spotlight. But your SO is behind the scenes living through this with you. The behind the scenes people still need some attention. So, and to continue on this theater analogy with the behind the scenes kind of idea, you'll definitely get to enjoy the after party together once the show is, up there and out and you're reaping all the benefits. You get to enjoy the after party together. But that doesn't mean that your behind the scenes SO can't get some benefits and some extra love right now. So for all you entrepreneurs out there listening right now that your SO is not involved in your business, you're not, working as entrepreneurs together, I have some homework for you. Find a way to give your SO some extra love this week and ongoing, but, focus 1 week at a time or maybe even 1 day at a time. But find a way to give your SO some extra love as a way to thank them for being who they are and giving you the freedom to be who you are as an entrepreneur. I've got some ideas for you. Actually, I've got 8 ideas for giving your SO some extra love. 1, when you're with your SO, turn off your cell phone. No judgment if this is where you need to start. I totally get it. Business can be demanding. Put yourself in your SO shoes. How meaningful would it be if your SO had your complete and undivided attention? Your cell phone is the number one cause of interruption. Turn it off and see if your SO notices. Second idea, take 10 minutes together and walk to the end of the block and back. Go for a walk. Maybe just to the end of the block and back. Again, no judgment if this is where you need to start. I totally get it. Going on a walk, though, gets your brain in a totally different space, and some great conversation can happen while you're walking together. This is something you can do right now. It won't be, and I won't be offended if you just turn off this video or stop reading if you're reading the transcript and just go for a walk with your SO immediately. If that's what you want to do, go for it. If you're still listening, the third idea, really listen to your SO's dreams. You most likely talk about your dreams all the time because you're living your dream as an entrepreneur. And that's what you're trained to do as an entrepreneur, is to cast vision all the time. Take the time to really listen to your SO's dreams as they currently stand. Maybe they've changed since the last time you've heard them. Maybe they're the same. The important thing here is to connect with your SO's higher meaning dreams and to keep dreaming together. 4, let your SO know how much his or her support means to you. Especially if you've received high praise recently from others, let your SO know his or her support means the most. This could look like simply saying the words, "Of all the praise I receive, yours means the most to me because." And then you could add a phrase or you could add on praise for your SO. What's something your SO has done lately that you think is awesome? Tell him or her. 5th idea, set hours to not work. Schedule a date night. Decide to cuddle and watch one show. Have a family day. Do something just for fun. Try to set this into your routine. Whatever you do, or whatever you can do to make, to not be a workaholic and live life. Have fun together regularly. This will be good for your SO, like you're spending this quality time with him or her, and it's also good for you. And then you can both use this as an opportunity to fall in love with life again, to just have a little bit of fun. Number 6, if things have gotten really bad, sign up for counseling. Or maybe if they're not so bad yet, but you think they're headed in that direction. There's nothing wrong and everything right with saying, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make this work, and we need an expert to help right now. By saying this, you're showing your SO lots of extra love and how important he or she is to you. 7, develop a common goal. A shared mission can bring unity. It can be something like getting out of debt or saving for a vacation. It doesn't have to be business related. In fact, I would recommend making it not business related. Make it as fun as possible. Maybe your goal is to find a weekend to go, do a little getaway, or your goal is to go climb to the top of the John Hancock building in Chicago, or whatever it is. Develop a common goal. And then 8, take advice. This is actually my favorite one. Take advice from your SO. Sometimes they know what you need more than you do. I'm actually going to say that again because I think it's so important. Sometimes your SO knows more or knows what you need more than you do. As an entrepreneur, you probably don't like being told what to do. You want to be your own boss. I'm the same way. I hate being told what to do. In fact, if somebody tells me what to do, I want to do the opposite. But for once, let your SO be the boss and do whatever you're told. You'll show them that, you love them and value them, and you might just learn something too. Now, none of this matters unless you take action. Stand up from your computer, put your phone down if you're looking at this on your phone. Do something to give your SO some extra love right now. Maybe you want to do something that you can't do right now. If that's the case, grab your SO and put one of these things on your calendar together. If your SO is not around right now, pick up your phone and call or text to say, I love you and I'm going to do something special. Can we reserve tonight at 7 for that special thing, or whatever it is. This is your homework if you choose to take me up on the offer of giving you homework. And I'd love if you would report back to me. I'd love to hear your story in the comments. So come back to this video and comment. Tell me your story of how you showed your significant other some love. Maybe what happens with you will inspire someone else too. And you can totally be in your comments as detailed or as vague as you'd like in your story, but please keep it PG. Wink, wink. Until next week, we'll continue this love and entrepreneurship. Keep overflowing. Peace.